Hi and Happy New Year. If you're new to my channel, my name is Maddie, and if you're not new, then welcome back. So a lot of YouTubers are talking about their favorite products from 2016, and I wanted to do the same too. Now, I have a lot of makeup and I love a lot of things, but I had to really pick the makeup products that stood out the most, because if not, we'd be here for an hour. So yes, I rounded it down to the things, or the items I should say, that really stood out the most. I can't say that I have a holy grail foundation yet, but I did try a few products this year that were an honorable mention. One of them being a Clinique Beyond Perfecting 2-1. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with it. I love the applicator. It's a doe foot, I think they call it, applicator. You do need a damp sponge to really work it out, and it's beautiful on the skin, but I won't be wearing this in the spring or in the summer, because it won't be great with my oily skin, I should say. In the wintertime I do get drier, so what I do is I combine this one with, what color is this? The Revlon Colorstay. I thought I had gotten the oily combination, but the girl who helped me, I think she gave me the wrong one. But I have to say, it's been sitting very nice on my skin, and it's been lasting all day. So I really thought I had the one for oily skin, because it dried down really nice. It stayed really matte. And then I got a darker shade of it, because I find that the Clinique foundation's a little bit pink. So I got one shade darker, which is 180 Sand Beige, and this one's combination to oily skin. So this is 150 Buff and this is 180. So these foundations are pretty good. I thought they would be higher coverage, but they are buildable. So even though it's not the one that stands out the most, it does deserve an honorable mention. For concealers, this is not a surprise, but I love the Maybelline Fit Me's. I used to be a diehard fan of the Maybelline, the Camouflage Expert or something like that. It's like super extreme, super coverage, really great. But I found that lately my skin has gotten a little bit drier under here, and a heavier concealer kind of shows up more. So I went back to these. Now these I used to use if I just wanted a light coverage, or in the summertime when your skin's tan and you don't need as much stuff on your face. But I find lately they've been so good. Some people say that they're dupes for the, NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. They do look like it, the package. They do glide on well and blend beautifully, but they don't have as much coverage. But I find that if I just apply it a couple of times, like layer it, it layers beautifully, it doesn't get cakey, and it's just so easy to blend. So often I'll take number 10 light, and I'll get, acne spots or anywhere else that didn't conceal as much. And then to brighten under my eyes, I'll use 15 in fair. So I really, 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 really love it. I guess I should have started with a primer first. I haven't really found a primer I love. I do like the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. It's really, really good for the summertime, but I need something to fill in my pores a bit more. My skin's been going through something and freaking out, and so I found a dupe for, what's it called? Sorry, the Professional Pro Balm to Minimize. But the full tube of this is $39, and that's just a little nutty. There's certain things I will spend money on, but not that, and not with this as a dupe. And I think I've talked about this in one of my past videos. So it does a really nice job. It doesn't glide on as smoothly, but it's pretty darn close. So I like this. It doesn't play nice with this foundation. I find this foundation does not play nice with any kind of primer, but it plays nice with the other foundations. Now to set my face, I absolutely fell in love with the Laura Mercier powder, and I'm virtually finished it. I'm like banging it on my hand and table just to get whatever bits left. So I thought I found a dupe with the Joe Fresh translucent powder. I was looking at this in the store and I'm like, wow, like looking through the plastic, it looks really finely milled, and it is really finely milled. But a dupe it is not. It is more beige and more beige and a little bit darker, sorry, I should say. Whereas this one is a bit more on the yellow side, a little bit more, and a little bit brighter. So for under the eyes especially, it really brightens up more. So yes, fantastic powder, finely milled, sits beautifully on the skin, but personally for me, this works better on my skin. I find if I use products that have a bit of beige in it, it can make my face look really, really beige. Where this helps balance it out. So what I do is I kind of combine both. I'll use this under the eyes and anywhere else I want lightened, and then sometimes I'll go in with this or whatever other powder. I did order another travel size, because it's already $28 for the travel size, but I had to have it, like I had to have it. So two other powders that really stood out for me was the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Powder Foundation. This was such a lifesaver in the summertime. In the summer, I don't need as much product on my face. I tend to use a BB cream, but if I wanted to have like a bit more coverage and also the staying power, the, how do you call it, like for it to absorb the oils and keep me shine free a little bit longer, because I get super oily in the summer, this stuff was awesome sauce. So I would just put my BB cream, concealer, and then set with this, and beautiful. Or those days I was feeling lazy, just concealer and this, really good. I got in my stocking this guy, and this is an honorable mention too, because I just started using this. It's the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous, and this is also a powder foundation, and this stuff's pretty beautiful too. Like, they're comparable. I might like this one better, but I have to use this one again and see. I don't really use powder foundation in the wintertime, but I do use it to bring with me. Instead of bringing a concealer and a powder to like touch up, this does the trick, and it doesn't look cakey when I need to like cover up, because I have scars that will show up when the foundation starts to break out, and this will help cover it without looking gross. And the last powder I'll talk about is the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. I use it for, after I put on all my makeup, I use it to just another extra layer under the eyes and in the center of my face. And I find it just looks smoother and it stays matte, and it really keeps the makeup lasting longer all day. So this is great stuff. And Essence is not expensive at all. So those are the powders. I tried a lot of bronzers, and a lot of bronzers I love. The Rimmel one is really good. The Urban Decay one I have is really good. But the two that really wowed me was the e.l.f. I think this is St. Lucia. So I don't really use a blush. It has a lot of sparkle, but I use a bronzer, and in the summer, because it has more shimmer than, say, this one, which I'll talk about. So it has more shimmer, great for the summertime, but wow. It warmed up my skin, it gave me a beautiful glow, it lasted so long, it's so gorgeous. And the other one that I'm absolutely in love with, which it's not in the package, but it's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So I have it in my Z palette because I put some of my favorite stuff in here. Just the smell alone is already amazing, but it has a hint, like a satiny shimmer. And it also gives a gorgeous color. So it's really good in the winter when you don't want to, you can't get away with too much glow like in this area, unless you do and it suits you, then great. But for me personally, it would look really bad. So I use this guy, and it's so beautiful. Like, it blends so well. You barely have to blend it in. It's such a pretty color. It's pretty universal. So I'm really enjoying that. Blush, and then I'll talk about highlights. So blush, now it's no surprise if any of you guys follow me here or on Instagram that I love the Milani blush. Now look, just look. Can you see? I don't know if you could see. I tried to depot it to put in here because it's my like ride or die, and I kind of broke it. And I know there's tricks to fix it, but I'm paranoid to do that too, so I'm just, but this is in the color Romantic Rose by Milani, and it's so beautiful. It goes with so many looks. But I found another blush, which I've been using this for a while, this Love Flush blush palette thingy. I took two out of here that were my absolute favorites, and the colors are, I'll show you in a second. They're Love Hangover and Baby Love. So they're in my Z palette. So this is Baby Love and this is Love Hangover. And this one is also a very universal, very pretty color. So I'm wearing it on my cheeks today. Just love it. And this one is just great for a pop of color, but not overdone. It's really nice, really nice. Contour, same as always. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette, so it's the color Fawn. But let's see. Okay, so highlight. So the one that stood out by far the most is the Essence Pure Nude highlighter, and this is just in the color Be My Highlight, number 10, like the only one they have, but it's just perfect. It's so beautiful, so natural, such a great gleam. I suit this more in the summertime when I'm a little bit darker, but sometimes if I just want a super natural glow or I just want to pop my blush a bit, I'll put this on top. This is almost goof proof, honestly. It's so good. I will talk about my brows. So I don't have the packaging anymore, but one of the brow products that stood out for me was the Benefit Goof Proof Pencil. It was easy, it went quickly. So yeah, I don't have the packaging anymore for that, but that one was really easy. But I found my brow game has been changing a bit. So I went back to the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, which is also another big favorite of mine, to mostly outline and really fill in sparse areas, but then to really add depth and to really fill in naturally. I just got this and I'm so in love. It's so perfect, but this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder in the color Taupe. I'm gonna open it up here. And it's a perfect match, perfect match. It's not too dark, not too light. The color's perfect with all the colors I've got going on in my hair. It's really pigmented, unlike other brow products I've used. The other ones were either not pigmented enough or they were too warm. And even though I do have some warm spots, I have a lot of cool spots. And I just find overall for myself, it's more flattering to have a taupe brow powder. So this stuff has been amazing. It just adds so much depth. And then the brow gel that really stands out for me, I have the little sample here, but I did buy the full-size tube for when this runs out. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow in number 1. So it's a brow volumizing fiber gel. So I use a taupe pencil and a taupe powder, but I set with the brow gel a little lighter than my brows to add some dimension and to make sure that it's not too dark overall, because I do have a lot of highlights in my hair. And I find that trio works perfectly. It sounds like a lot of work and my brows are some work, but this has made I've spent less time on my brows now because this fills in so easily and so beautifully, and just love it. An eyeshadow potion that's an honorable mention. I don't know if this would be like my absolute favorite. I'd like to try the MAC paint pots because I like the idea of it looking like a concealer to cover and as a base, though this one is very, very good. I do find it lightens my lid a little bit and it does make the color last long and crease free. It is a beautiful, beautiful primer. I'm not saying anything bad about it. It's just personally, I'd like a little bit more coverage, but worst case, I just cover with concealer and then I cover with this. But this is a fantastic primer. It really does make your makeup last all day. It's really, really nice. You know, some people say that you can just use concealer and powder your concealer and that would be a good enough base. But for me personally, and probably because I have hooded lids, it's not enough. I need more. I need the primer. It really makes a difference because I've been living years without it and I see the difference with it after. There's a difference for me. So the eye palettes that really stood out for me this year, and there were 2. Not necessarily the one I reach for all the time, but the one that has such a good range. And one of them is the Covergirl True Naked Nudes. And this is in the color Nude. So this one's just everything. You see my little notes on it. But this has everything you can need. If you were to reach for one palette, it has, how many mattes? I think there's 3 mattes. Yeah, so this is good for under your brow or to cover your lid, to prep your lids. This is a beautiful shimmer for your brow bone, your inner corner. This is a matte crease color. This is a matte color for adding depth. This is has a hint of satin, but it's a great like almost black to really add depth or line your eyes. And then this shade here, the chocolate one, it's just stunning, stunning, stunning. Like for a quick smoky eye, it's just beautiful. So I absolutely love this palette because it blends so easily. You barely have to put any work into it. So if you're someone who's still learning about makeup or is in a rush, there's hardly any work when it comes to these. And the other eyeshadow, like there's a few that I have that I love, but the other one that's standing out for me, and as a palette in a whole, is the BH Cosmetics Special Occasion Eyeshadow and Blush Palette. It's a long word, but I did a review on this recently and I just absolutely love it. Like if I'm also in a rush and I want goof proof shadows and blushes, then I reach for this guy. because everything blends so well, everything's beautifully pigmented, there's barely any fallout. Same with this, like just stunning, easy, goof proof, play, have fun. So yes, that would be the two that stands out the most for me. And BH Cosmetics makes great stuff. Their brushes are great, their shadows, everything beautiful, 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 beautiful. There's two setting sprays that stand out. Where is the Urban Decay one? You really should see this table. It's full of stuff. Anyways, one of them, this is so weird. One of them is the NYX Dewy Finish. So in the summertime, I like using the matte one. And in the wintertime, I like using the dewy one because I use a lot of powders, because I love powders, but my skin does get drier in the wintertime. So it just adds, you know, that nice glow. I'm not too powdery. And the other one is, there you are, the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Now, expensive for a reason. Fantastic, much better than the NYX. Now for an everyday use, I use the NYX ones, but if I know I'm gonna be going on a date night or I'm gonna be out all day with my makeup, or I just did something fantastic and I don't want it to budge, then I reach for this, and this is the travel size. In the summertime, this baby will be fantastic, so I might have to buy another travel size or just buy the full size. Let's see. Oh, mascara. And liners. Mascara and liners. Okay. I will start with eyeliners. So the two that are my favorite that I reach for the most is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil. It's a pretty warm brown color with a hint of sparkle. So if I don't really have time to do much eyeshadow, then I'll just throw that on my eyes and it's super pretty and I just look ready to go. And then I don't think this will be my ride and die, but it's definitely worth mentioning because it's pretty impressive. It's the Essence Superfine Eyeliner Pen in Waterproof. Now, waterproof or smudge proof is super important to me because I have hooded eyes and the ends always get worn off. This one lasted a good part of the day. I might have to retouch it once or twice, maybe, depending if I don't touch my face too much. Just a beautiful black color, like just came out really nice. Why it's not my ride and die? This tip is super tall, like long. Okay. It's super long. So someone with me with hooded eyes, it makes it tricky to use. So I've ordered a pencil, it's called Punker, and I forget the name of the company, but it's supposed to be amazing, super opaque, and doesn't budge, and blah, blah, blah. So I'll let you guys know how that is. And mascara, I mean, this is no surprise, but the mascara that stood out the most for me this year was the Benefit Roller Lash. Wow. I don't know if you saw my last video using this, but at first I didn't understand the fuss, but then the more I used it and the more it kind of dries out a little bit, the more I just love it. I mean, it holds the curl, it helps curl your lashes, and mine are like straight and wonky. So it holds the curl, it gives length and volume and separates, doesn't really get that clumpy. I layer it and layer it and layer it like crazy, and it doesn't get gross. It's just so beautiful. And for the bottom lashes, because of the wand, it curves perfectly with my bottom lashes. Here's the wand. It just grabs a little bit and just ever so lightly coats it. It's just perfect. And I don't like wearing too much mascara on my bottom lashes because I find it brings my eyes down. But if I don't put any, then it doesn't open my eyes. So it's just perfect. So I did have a travel size and I went and I purchased the full size. Like, this is one of the higher end mascaras that are worth purchasing. There's so many great drugstore mascaras, but that one is just perfection. It's perfection. I just love it. So yeah, that would be the one that stood out the most for me. Lips, and this will come at no surprise. For lip liner, the Essence lip liner in Satin Mauve. I have a few beautiful lip liners, but this is just your all around, and mauve was such a hit color for 2016, and I hope that keeps going, but it's just that perfect, like natural, slightly mauve, goes with so many lipsticks, can change the look a little bit, but just goes with mostly everything. I just love it, and it was only a few bucks. Like, I'm just addicted to this lip liner. Not to say it's the creamiest I've ever had, but because the NYX one, which one do I have? The NYX one. I think it's called Sugar Glass. That one is super creamy and glides on well, so that's an honorable mention, but this one is just the perfect color, and though it's a bit harder, it does still go on nicely. It doesn't skip or anything like that, and it lasts. It's beautiful. And for lipsticks, again, no surprise, sorry, all this noise. No surprise that NYX Butter Glosses would be my absolute favorite, and their lipsticks are absolutely beautiful. So I have to mention this. And this color in Crème Brûlée I reach for often, especially if I want to keep it nude down here. But other lip colors that really blew my mind was Guavalicious. It's my perfect Your Lips But Better color, and Caramel Kiss. Oh, the colors are beautiful. So I'm going to swatch Guavalicious. That would be Guavalicious and Caramel Kiss. Like really beautiful nude. And then sometimes I'll top Caramel Kiss with the NYX Crème Brûlée, because it has a hint of pink to it, like the perfect nude for me. Just beautiful. And I tried a lot of matte products this year. So the NYX matte creams are really nice. What are they called? Soft matte lip cream. They're really beautiful. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen so many shots where I've tried different colors. They are really beautiful. I love the applicator. It's so easy. But the matte lipstick that stood out for me the most was the Maybelline ones. These are the bold mattes, and I picked up the regular matte ones that they have. When I first tried this, yes, it's harder to put on because you're using this bullet and you really can't do it quickly because it's going to be a mess, but it was more comfortable than the NYX ones, and it lasted longer, much longer. The one I'm wearing on my lips right now is the Lust for Blush, and this is also a matte. It's not one of the bold mattes, it's one of their regular mattes, but this is another color too that I reach for often if I just want to really jazz up the makeup on my face. It's comfortable, it lasts, it's such a pretty color. Like, they really nailed it with a lot of their colors. As a bonus add-in, I will talk about the BH Cosmetics brushes. I've talked about it before, but I just ordered a new set. If you follow me on Instagram, then you've seen the shots. But these are the 14-piece chic set. So they've got this like rose gold metal here and handles, and they're just so soft. They're beautifully packed. Hairs barely ever fall out. They wash really well. They apply color on your skin beautifully. I have nothing but good things to say. Not to say that every brush is my favorite. Like, this is supposed to be a crease brush, but for me, it's too big for my eyes. But I use it to contour my nose lightly. So yeah, that's a bonus mention. Those brushes are really good. Yeah. If you've made it this far, if you watch my video until this point, then thank you so much for your patience. If you haven't subscribed, then there should be a button probably to this side. I'm trying to think, because right now I'm flipped, right? So there's something up there, and also you could see the next video, but please subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It really helps me out. And if you don't like it, then that's fine. Either way, I welcome all comments, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.